Speaking is Yanim.
Royal High Chief Mike Mbagwu from Onye that resides in the United States of America, in New Jersey.
Chief Royal High Chief Mike Mbagwu, Akadike Mbaise, Ogbakara, Onye Nkwa. Yes. You are a very powerful dancer, acrobatic dancer. And recently, the world marked 2025 Intellectual Property Day with the theme Intellectual Property, that is IP and music. Feel the beat of music. Regarding this celebration, what is intellectual property?
Hypothetically, I mean, this, is a very vast stuff as far as entertainment is concerned. And you look at it this way, I mean, we are trying to build the greater tomorrows, the young folks, in the community to be able to dance into the tune of entertainment, which today you could see people like Davido, you see our own powerful music man in the name of what's his name again? Hypothetically, look at it this way. Copying and or imitating all these young men, in the music industry. At the end of the day, this gives them the opportunity to create their own empires. So just as I said before,
intellectual property.
Yes.
That is the word is against plagiarizing, copying other people's creativity, music, books, that's literature works and things like that, and other creativities by individuals. The law is against it. And in this regard, the world is marking the 2025 for World Intellectual Day. And this is aimed at encouraging the younger actors in creativity and innovation. So what do you think that has to be done to encourage our young men to, in this creativity?
Well, so hypothetically, no, they are not supposed to be against this. Why? Because you look into the movie industries today, and you see somebody like Kanayo or Kanayo, and all the Osabu, all these, intellectuals, the type of image and the type of creation they have created, boosting the name of Mbise people, as you can understand. People like all these big top-notch musicians, today they are their own powerful entity, and they're not looking for any help from anybody to boost them up. So they started from the scratch. So, and that is like the way it is. Talking about
it's not like the law is frowning at what they are doing, but they frown at if you are the origin of a particular music or a particular book or other creativity, that it has to be in your name, and the honor and honorarium should come to you, the royalty should come to you. and not others copying and plagiarizing what you initiated yourself. So that to encourage the young ones to be able to use their brain, think out of the box, and initiate and innovate their own creativity.
Well, it depends on how you look at it. Look at somebody like Flavor today. Flavor started from nowhere, playing music in the church, playing pianos in the church. But today, you cannot hire Flavor with $1 million. I mean, 1 million of our money is like a chicken chain. So, hypothetically, look at it this way, that all these young men that are into the music industry, we have all these greater tomorrows copying from them, trying to learn and trying to build. Like I have one of my nephews in the US who is trying to make it out there as well. You know what I'm saying? So Kennedy is out there in the US, he is touring everywhere, trying to make it. And when you see him, you might think he is junior brother to Flavor. You know what I'm saying? And that is the son of the former Radio Mbaise elect. You know, Radio Mbaise, who is from Mbaise as well. So
yes, is that Damian Anyanwu?
Exactly. Okay. So the son is into the music industry today, who resides in the US. Before you know it, now he is going to explode like Flavor, like Pino and the rest of them. You know the way it goes. So this is something that we should find one way or the other to give them support. Okay, the ones that are into acting, learn from Kanayo, and the rest of them. And let me tell you, the book writers, continue to write, continue to do whatever you feel you can do. At the end of the day, the result is going to be open, and you're going to start seeing, the result of your hard work. So, like me, that resides in the United States of America, I have my nightclub, Case Club in New Jersey. I'm a dancer. I'm a mega MC.
Powerful dancer.
I'm a mega MC.
Acrobatic dancer.
And the word here is, there is no competition. What I know how to do it, I don't have to get prepared. I don't have to do any kind of rehearsal. You put the music, is it culturally or otherwise, I will represent with my group or single-handedly. Chief Nathan.
Can you show the world just a bit of what you do?
I do everything. Give me the microphone. I come.
That is Akadike Mbaise Ogbakara Nkwa himself.
That is the way it does.
Yes.
That is the way it goes. So the word here is, we don't think of what to say. We don't think about what to do. The word is, tell us what you want us to do, and it's done. It's a done deal. So most of the MCs, like I just came from the United States of America on the 14th of this month, and I handled an MC in Akure. There was a burial in Akure, and I took care of the MC over there as a supporting MC. And they saw the difference from the local MCs that were handling the ceremony. And by the time
with a lot of display.
Exactly. So by the time the whole thing was over, let me tell you, it was a fabulous round of applause and recommendation of, inviting me whenever they need me. It doesn't have to be burial. It doesn't have to be, things of that sort. But big time parties and stuff like that, I should be invited. And I told him, let me know whenever you're ready. We are ready to deliver. So, and that's just that. So, I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
So, for the parents and the church as well, what do you think is their role they have to play in motivating the young ones in this regard? Especially as you pointed out, that a Flavor started from the church.
Yes. Flavor used to play piano. I remember at a church in Enugu, Dr. Ugo Wems Church. Ugo Wems is a very popular bishop. That when you go to his church, you see a very big difference in what, in comparison to other churches that you go to. You know, Dr. Chris Okafor and all of them are all linked, you know, to Bishop Ugo Wems. And let me tell you one thing. When you learn from the masters, you become wonderful. As you can understand, that's Akadike.
That's when you are mentored.
Exactly. So you respect, the respect continues to grow, and you continue to learn, and at the end of the day, the sky is to your limit, you know. So you just fly and continue to fly. So that is just that. So just as I was saying, you know, the people in the church area, like you can understand, back in the days, when you become a music maker, you are looked at as in like, oh, this person is not going to be fruitful, you know. Onye, he is
going to be useless.
He is going to be useless. But at the end of the day, who are the people really chopping now? It's the people in the music industry.
Who are the celebrities?
You know, it's the people in the music industry. It's the actors. You know, it's the singers, just as you can see. And we continue to pressurize the churches, and most of all these singers and most of all these artists started from being choir members of the choir, and from there, boom, they explode. So I don't see the reason why the church or parents shouldn't back up people like that, so that they will continue to, you know, make the environment worth living. And that is my take.
And find their talents.
Exactly.
Discover their talents.
And, you know, submission to, like, letting parents and the churches to understand that, listen, like back in the days, just as I said, what was happening in those days, right now is a different thing altogether. So if you see a singer coming out now, somebody like Flavor donating money to churches and donating money to different communities and whatever, but back in the days they say, oh, they are going to be useless. And no, I don't think so. We don't think so. In this, you know, time, you know, this millennium time, you know, they are the people that are, you know, feeding very, very well. So that's my take.
Do you think the government has a role to play in this regard?
Absolutely, yes. The government should be in very wonderful support, you know, of anybody they know that is out to do good in the music industry or in the acting industry, you know. So that's my take. The government should not run away or stay away from supporting. I mean, as a matter of fact, they should be able to give scholarship to those who they have seen seriousness in what they're planning to do, as in the acting or music industry.
And do you think that this the music industry has been able to reduce joblessness in the country Nigeria and the world at large?
Absolutely. You come to see most students go to the university and they come out and there is no job for them. And you come to see now them that are very, very serious in what they are doing in the music industry. You know, they get into the music industry, they have followers, you know, they don't look for jobs anymore, they create jobs. And you come to see somebody like Flavor is training other singers, he has all these, you know, band groups that are playing music with him and whatever. That is giving opportunity for these people to get jobs and don't bother the government. So it is more than a good thing they are doing, creating room for for jobs, creating jobs out there. And again, you look at it those days, when I have like my cultural group, you book me for performance, I take my group, you come to see all these kids from schools. After the performance, they get paid. So when they get paid, they don't go bothering their parents to give them money to do this, to give them money to do that. They use that money as like, to buy their personal stuff that they need to buy. So, with big time artists out there, Flavor and Davido and the rest of them out there, they have a lot of singers that are even up to their level, following them and making the music world continue to progress and to prosper. So hypothetically creating jobs. And you see everybody with flashy cars. It's not only the video or Flavor drives all these flashy cars, but the people that works with them, they make sure that they carry them along, and that saves the government from job seeking, because automatically they create room for job awareness, and that's my take on that.
So by so doing, they help the government create job and help crime. So in this regard, you are urging parents not to suppress, not to subdue their talents and creativity in their children. But before we draw the curtain, Royal High Chief Mike Mbagwu, Akadike Mbaise, Ogbakara Onye Nkwa 1. Yes. A lot of our musicians, Nollywood actors, the celebrities are moving into politics. What is your take on this?
Well, that doesn't stop them from still doing the movies that they're doing or the music that they are very good in doing. But somewhere along the line, you can see everybody goes where they know they can reap. Everybody goes to where they know they can reap. Politically, there is money in politics now. Unlike during the time of Sam Mbagwu. Sam Mbagwu was a straightforward
former Imo State governor.
Exactly. Okay. Barrister Sam Mbagwu made sure he took care of the state and made sure, as a politician, he was not kind of seeking for his pocket. But things changed. All of a sudden now, people kills one another to get into politics just because of the money. That is not how it's supposed to be. Our politicians here should be advised to look at the Western world. Like in the United States, yes, you could see a very common man comes out to run for an office and he wins. He is not out for the government money, for his personal aggrandizement. Hypothetically, they work hard so that at the end of the day, they are not going to be brought to court for embezzlement. But over here is a very common thing. So that's the reason why you're seeing people in the music industry run out there to go to become a politician, or people in the acting industry as actors, because they believe when they get over there they're going to make more better money. So what can we say? That is their choice. That is their choice. So all we're asking is, let everybody try to be and have the same mentality like P2B, who is out there to make our younger folks coming up to enjoy the country, to be free in the country. and they will be emulated. So if you're running into politics and know that you are coming into politics to do the right thing, your people will definitely give you support. But if you're coming in there to steal and they know you as Onye, they're not going to give you vote.
If you are just joining us, you are on to 2025 World Intellectual Day. Before us handling the program is a powerful dancer, a mega MC, Royal High Chief Mike Mbagwu, Akadike Mbaise, Ogbakara Nkwa. Ogbakara Nkwa, before we draw the curtain, do you have other remarks to make?
Well, other remarks that I have to make, has to do with, it's not going to be only on the music industry or politically, or, acting industry, but again, on the leaders, even from the local level, the leaders of our communities, we advise them to work with the country people and understand that you being made a leader, you are working for the people you are leading. And when and if things doesn't go right, there will be a capital crash in the community. So we advise them to do the right thing so that our place will be a safe place, security-wise and otherwise, for everybody to enjoy.
Before we go, can you make a little of your demonstration?
My demonstrations, I know I have a slippers, but when I move, everybody knows how my word goes.
Yes. That is Royal High Chief Mike Mbagwu, Akadike Mbaise, Ogbakara Nkwa, one super dancer and mega MC. I want to thank you so much for your time. May the good Lord continue to bless you, in Jesus' mighty and everlasting name I pray.
I thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you.
Super.
Yeah.
That's what you are.
Yes, thank you.
I want to thank you so much. Your name, sir? Remembrance.
Oh, Chief. Raphael Odemene.
My chief,
Raphael Odemene.
Chief Raphael Odemene.
Yeah.
You are related to Akadike Mbaise?
Exactly.
Yes.
And then they are one.
Ezebok. I want to thank you so much for coming. Remember to feel blessed.
Oh, that's a film.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Peace and peace.
Yes. We will continue to bring you updates.
Okay.
Remember blessed.